Namaskar and Vanakkam. Ganapati Papa Moria, Shri Venkatramana Govinda, Shri Venkatesha Govinda. I thought there will be some energy before having food. So I'd like to first thank the organizer of ITCX for inviting me to this August forum to share our experience of our family's heritage in terms of renovating temple and managing temples. And the privilege goes to none other than Kovilur Adinamji for inviting me to this August forum. And I'm really thankful, sir, for giving me this August forums to present and share our experience. How many of you know about Chettinad? Other than Nagarthars, can any one of you raise your hands? How many of you know about Chettinad? Top of the mind which comes. Please tell, sir. What is it? Any one of you know Chettinad other than Nagarthars here? Well, sir, most of the people will tell about Chettinad as having specialty foods, but I would like to reinstate Chettinad is more than food. It's about culture. It's about values. We are here representing more than hundreds of temples which are renovated, which are managed by our community. First and foremost, I would like to request all our Nagaratars to stand who has been bought by Adinam here. Can you please all raise up, Nagaratars? Let us give a big, big hand to all of them. They are all managing hundreds of temples in Tamil Nadu, and not now, more than hundreds of years. Thank you, sir. Thank you. So today I'm going to present about our family heritage, the importance of our temple-related charity, its blessing and legacy of giving, with a case study of our forefathers' philanthropy. So my presentation today will cover introduction of myself and our family temple dharmas, our forefathers' philanthropy and divine grace, and blessings and legacy of temple dharma, which is continuing now in this generation, and way forward for the next generation temple. Last 2 days, sir, it has been enlightening. We listened to a lot of opportunities which can be created about the temple ecosystem in the country. Myself, I am Karuppan Chetty. People call me KC in professional circles. I've got 25 plus years experience in agribusiness industry. Last 50, I've been working with a multinational company called Ernst & Young Consulting as a director. And before that, I was a chief operating officer in charge of Agribusiness Incubation Forum at ICRISAT. It's an UN organization at Hyderabad. So I had created more than 25 plus incubators, agri incubators in India and Africa, and promoted more than 200 plus farmer producer organization in India across the country. And I have been duly recognized, got a national award in 2003 itself for the best incubator award in the country. Also, I got Asia Pacific Award for the best incubator and many other awards and records. And I'm now 53 years, and I just had reflected where I need to be. And the calling has to be to take care of my social commitments and also to take care of my professional aspiration. So currently I have a startup firm called PlowPro Ventures, primarily managing agribusiness ventures in terms of providing consulting services to the government of Tamil Nadu and government of Andhra and Telangana. And I have a farm business affairs which provides farming as a service. This is my current profession. But my social commitment is much more than that. And I've been a trustee of, co-trustee of Amaravati Shivan Koil, Dharmakarvada of Vrudachalam Vrudagiriswara Temple, and trustee of Meganta Siddhanta Vidyasalai, Chidambaram. And I had 2 family temples in Amaravati as well as in Manalpadugai village in Tanjore. So these are certain things related to my social related commitments. So this is my family heritage. As of now, our family forefather is Ramanathan Chettiar. He had 4 sons, Vainagaram Nagapaya, Venkatachalaya, Annamalaya, and Subramanya. These were the 4 key childs of Ramanathan. Under him, this is the 7th generation now, and as of now, 18 plus family members of Vainagaram are there, both in Karaikudi as well as both in Amaravati as well as in Devakotai. So this is our family heritage. I am in the last of this thing, Karuppan Chetty. So with this, I would like to say that I'm representing on behalf of all my family members who are Vainagaram family members. Next. This is our family photos. Nagapaya, Venkatachalaya, my grandfather Somasundram Ayya, and Karuppan Chetty Ayya is my grandfather, and my father Somasundram Chettiar. I'd like to go into our family dharmas. Some of the few temples which are of prominence are Amaravati Pudur Vandarvishwara temple, which I am representing today, Madurai Meenakshi temple, Pumbugar Pallavanishwaram temple, and Virdachalam Virdagirishwara temple. So some of the few temples which I have enlisted here, there are more than this, but few of them which has been enlisted, I'd like to go through this. Amaravati temple in 1908, our forefathers have renovated it. And again in 2019, I had an opportunity to do it along with our Pangalis in Amaravati Puttur. And Thiruvalai, Madurai, is very famous, and we had done a lot of contribution towards this temple, Meenakshi temple, in terms of Kumbhabhishekam, lot of mandapams around the temple, and the gardens around the temple has been renovated by us. 2 villages has been contributed by our forefathers for the daily pujas, Minatangudi and others. Similarly, the Kalyana Mandapam is built by our great forefathers. We had also contributed Arvati Mubar Madam, which is on the Aman Sannadi. So these are certain contributions in our family charity towards Madurai temple. Besides, Thirupuram Kundram Kumbhabhishekam was done in 1893. Tenkarai Shivagangai Kallal, near Kallal, which is done, Tirupani was done in 1893. Similarly, Tirukayar Kalayar Koil in 1886, both Tirupani and Kumbhabhishekam has been done. And Kandadevi Devakotai in 1914-15, both Tirupani, Kumbhabhishekam, a Urani was also done around that, and garden land has been provided for flowers to the god. Tirumudukundram, Virdachalam, we had done in 1911, and again in 1950s, my great-grandfather has done. And Tirupani and both Kumbhabhishekam has done. Thiru Apanur, Sellur near Madurai. So 1881 and 1918, Tirupani and Kumbhabhishekam has been done for this. Thiru Pallavanishwaram, which is Pumbugar, 1900, 1954, our family has done the renovation. Again in 2008, I had an opportunity to do it along with other Nagarthars of our community. Sirgali in 1898, Kumbhabhishekam. Manamadurai, Pasumadam was done by us. And of course, one of the things which I would like to also inform, there is currently a lot of traction in our community for Kasi Chatram. In fact, one of our family members was a key member of building this Chatram way back along with Kotayur, Chinnasubaya Chettias and others. So I would like to tell a case study which is our forefathers have seen goddess Meenakshi. 2 things I would like to reinstate how this has happened. This northern tower of Meenakshi temple, they were finding it very difficult to build for more than 200 to 300 years. They were finding it very, great kings like Pandyas and kings like Krishnadevaraya, all were finding it difficult to build, because when they tried to go and build the temple, the northern tower of the temple, somehow people die, or those kinds of issues were there. And this was done basically because of a powerful Munishwarar in the temple. Next. So if you see this Mottaguram Munishwarar Koil is on the bottom of the temple. So it used to prevent people from constructing this temple. So our great-grandfathers understood this particular issue, and they committed, Venkatachalaya, Nagapaya had requested his brother to initiate this process. And Venkatachalaya took a stone and kept it in front of the temple. He said, I'll take the risk of this. And he went and kept the stone. 2 days later, when he did not die, then only the masons came to build the temple. So that's how the story goes. And so it was because of the blessings of goddess Meenakshi, he was able to do so. And he was able to complete it, which the kings were not able to complete it. So that's how we are saying there is a divine blessings for the family, which has happened. And all this Madurai-related charities has happened because of one of our able advisors from Karaikudi, Meyyapaya, whose Samadhi is in Madurai. And we still, as a family, are maintaining his Samadhi because he used to be our able advisor. So, okay, this has been happened for my great forefathers, but I have also benefited out of a lot of blessings from this family-related heritage. The first thing I would like to say is the uh, overcoming a poor Madurai property deal. Actually, my father had sold a property in Jadamani Goil Street. If people will remember, it's a famous street near Madurai Meenakshi Temple. So before our education, he wanted to sell off the property, invest, and see to that we get interest, and then we are able to manage the sister's marriage later. But unfortunately, what happened, the person who bought it cheated my father. And it so happened the day he signed, actually, he was totally upset what has happened. And when he approached our advocate, Ramasubramanya here in Madurai, S.S. Ramasubramanya here, so he went through the document and he said, "You've done something good. Don't worry about it. God is there to save you." He has signed on the exact date when I become a major. Actually, the entire property were bequeathed upon me by my grandfather, which my father did not know while he signed the document. So exactly on the day when he signed, I had become a major. So I had to do a minor suit against my father and other thing, then later we were able to recover. And in this particular incident, that's how I was connected with MC Anandan, because he has helped me a lot in terms of, with my father-in-law, in terms of recovering this property, and we were able to sell it properly. So I'd like to thank God for that particular incident. The second incident, which was a divine blessing, was my sister's wedding. We had a lot of assets both in India and Malaysia, but of course we had a liquidity-related problem when my sister's marriage was happening. So there are two incidents which happened. One is one of our very good well-wishers of the family, people might know Venga Ayya from Malaysia. He called me up when my father was sick and he said, "Don't worry about anything, I will take care of it." So that's how the wedding took place in terms of financial part. But the second thing, which was a surprising thing, is the bridegroom. He's from Pallatur, he's my sister's husband. So he decided not to take a single rupee as dowry. The same day when my sister's wedding was happening, there was another wedding which was happening in Devakotai, where there was a book transaction of a crore of rupees. Whereas in my sister's wedding, even though we were willing to pay, my bridegroom, that's my sister's husband, did not take a single pai as a dowry. So what I would like to reinstate is the dharmam talaigakum. That is true. I felt that and I have seen that. Second thing is prayer can make miracles. This I will tell you through another story. There are many such incidents where I had seen the grace of God. So that because of these things, I had a strong commitment to take care of the temple heritages and privileges. So I had an opportunity to renovate Kaveripumpetnam Temple, Pallavanishwaram in 2008, along with Nagaratars, and Amaravati Vandarilishwara Temple in 11/11/2019, just 5-6 years back. So it was also done very well. And this was a major task, but it was with the due support of God, we were able to do it. And I am a trustee of Meganta Siddhanta Vidyasalai. Last year, we celebrated the 100th year of Saiva Siddhanta, and we conducted programs of promoting Saiva Siddhanta in Hyderabad, Bangalore, and Chennai. And finally, we did an intensive training program of 10 days at Chidambaram during Ani Thirumanjanam with the support of Tyagaraja College of Madurai, as well as Thiruvadurai Adinam. So this is one thing which we had revived. Besides, I had renovated some 2 to 3 small pillar temples in and around Amaravati Puthur and Manalpadugai. Yeah. So this is the incident I want to say. This is how our temple was looking, Amaravati Puthur temple, before 2008 renovation. After 2019, how it was is the one you will see. And I would like to specifically thank 3 people who had supported this. One is Pichakurukalayya, second is Annamalai Chettiar of Amaravati Puthur, and Vellayan Annan of Amaravati Puthur. And of course, Rajashekar, who was a major sponsor from Malaysia. So these are the people who are behind this. But it took us more than 15 years to bring this temple to shape. And the 3 things which I learned in the process of this was, first is creating a local champion. We can't do everything by ourselves. We need to identify the right people and empower them to act. And that so happened by empowering the local people. And second, that 2 people whom I was closely working with in terms of empowerment is Annamalai Chettiar and Vellayan Annan. leveraging the networks. We were a part of this Pilarpati temple as trustees. So we try to leverage our network in terms of the trusteeship, in terms of mobilizing the resources. Within a year time of Annamalayanan, we were able to mobilize this much resources. It was around 60 lakhs plus. Even though I had contributed, that was not substantial, but we were able to mobilize it from the public, and not only Nagarathar, other people also. And perseverance space. It took me 14 to 15 years time by encouraging different leadership to take charge, but it failed. But we are consistently working by empowering people to act, and that's how it really resulted in results. So now what next? So next thing which I would like to do are, with the blessings of all and also with the grace of Kovilur Madadipati, I'd like to renovate Kaveri Pumpattinam Pallavanishwaram Koil. This is the 4th time we would like to renovate. Second is Kaviripatnam Choultry. This need to be renovated in a modern shape, much more than what they are talking in Kasi Chetram. In such a way, it is benefiting our people and also creating a cultural ecosystem. Third is, we would like to create a festive revival like this Mahakumbh. We would like to revive the festival revival around Kaviripatnam Tiruvilla in a 3D and an immersive tourist way, such that many people can participate and feel very comfortable and learn and understand this heritage. In future, I would like to create a Sanatana Dharmic land, which is like a holy land in US for Christians. But I would like to create such a thing with the support of all by creating a kind of opportunity for all in terms of business opportunity, as well as in terms of creating the cultural value system for the future. Next, I would like to further strengthen up the Saiva Siddhanta in terms of multilingual and digital and annual training programs. So how I'd like to go about in future is basically strategizing and teaming, because everything can't be done by one. I'd like to participate with multiple people who are associated with this in aligning with the founders and experts. Currently, with regard to Pumbugar, we have 2 more founders. We'd like to closely work with the family, bring them together, and work with also other senior experts to take it up and reconstitute the organization in such a way which is easy for transaction and also enablement. Third is engaging champions and enabling them to execute, because we need to empower the people who are expert in that line to get the things done. So we'd like to do that in terms of strategizing and teaming. Second is resourcing. So everything runs around resources for making it possible. Some of the ways we are thinking about is capitalizing on low-hanging fruits to identify ballpark value. Second is creating a shareholding pattern. Third is a public-private partnership. And fourth is a crowdsourcing. These are the strategies we'd like to adopt in order to take it up further. In summary, I would like to say that Vainagaram Family Dharmam had led temple contribution management among Nagarathar community, and it is still scaling up day by day. After the Corona incident, I could see a lot of people of the next generations are visiting temples, and it is being more footfalls are there across the temples. So that's a good thing going, and our community is also doing a lot of charities in temple. And our forefathers were blessed by goddess for Dharma, and so do I. The legacy of our family temple Dharma continues since I have directly experienced the blessings and benefits. And proposing the next generation Dharma through 5 initiatives: Kaveri Pumpattinam temple renovation, Choultry renovation, and festival revival, and Sanatanic Dharma Holy Land, and MSV Saiva Siddhanta programs. Welcoming all well-wishers to participate in me in this endeavor to make this successful. Thank you.